And if it fucking gets your woman off, probably get you off anyway. Simple as that. So, there we go, lads. Washing machine sex. It's a game changer.
Peter.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Are you well? Are you good? Lads, come here. We're going to have a bit of a laugh today. We're going to talk about sprucing up the sex life. You know what? It's funny. I was looking up some Google, a couple of pointers, hopefully to help some of you guys out there. And it's actually quite amazing. There's such small little things that you can do that you would never even think of doing or even looking up Google for them. And you're going, huh, that's so fucking simple. And it can make all the difference. So we're going to get into that in a few minutes. But you know what? I want to just talk about for 1 second before we get into this. Oh, guys, I tell you, sometimes it's actually good to have a bit of a bitch, isn't it? A bit of a bitch and moan. You're probably thinking, oh, Peter, you a wimp. Yeah, I'm a wimp. Anyway, but I like this part. Do you know what I was thinking there? Social media, it's killing me. Like, if you want to know how to manage your social media use, guys, because as I think we're all addicted to our phones these days, aren't we? We are just ridiculously obsessed. And like, guys, take it from me, I'm doing it 5 days a week. I'm doing about 50 posts a day. I'm doing a podcast a day. It can get really, really easy to get burnt out very, very fast. Trust me on this one. All right. And you know what? What I would suggest to anybody here is, because I'm on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I'm using all these platforms every single day. And let me tell you guys, any bit of advice I can give you here, assign moments in your day. If you're feeling that okay, here's the advice. If you're feeling that you're getting burnt out, you're looking at your phone too much, assign moments to your day. And after those moments, you don't look at your phone. In fact, you even turn off your Wi-Fi and your 4G, 5G, whatever you want to call it, on your phone. And you do not touch it anymore. Because at the end of the day, if somebody wants to call you, that's an emergency. End of the day, if there's an emergency, they will call you on your phone. That's what I would say to you. And for instance, like example, I try to manage my day now, okay? And I put it to, let's say, first thing in the morning when I get out of bed, I do this. And I do it for 15 minutes, 15 minutes. I turn off my Wi-Fi. I turn off my 4G and 5G, because I know from 9 o'clock to 9:15, I'm doing XYZ. And at 9:15 to 10, nothing. And at the end of the day, if there's an emergency, guess what? People will call. You know? People aren't sitting there with an emergency that, you know, touch wood, God forbid, somebody needs a hospital, let you know. They're not going to be sitting there texting you. They're going to be fucking calling you directly on the phone. And I'm telling you guys, if you do this for like even just a week, honestly, 1 week, you just assign. It's going to be weird. Okay, I'm telling you that it's going to feel very, very weird, because if you're just so used to, you know, going on when you get a text message, you're all over the place, right? Like I was, scattered. But all of a sudden, you're breaking your routine, and after week 1, I'm telling you guys, you will feel so good. So like, here's an example. 9 to half 9, 9 to 9:15, you're on your social media, checking out whatever's going on. Turn it off. Until, let's say, this is just an example now, guys, until 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock to 1:15, you check it again, and obviously you're on your lunch at 1 to 2. Grand, that's cool, but you've turned it off for the rest of your 45 minutes of your lunch. Go on again when you finish work. Now, then you go, let's say if you finish work at 5 o'clock, you go on at 5 o'clock, you go to 5:15 again, or 5:20, whatever it is. Turn off your Wi-Fi again. Turn off your 4G, 5G, bang. Then, go on again at 8 o'clock for another 20 minutes, half an hour. And I'm telling you guys, you're probably, like, some of you are probably thinking, duh, Peter, that's fucking obvious. And you know what? It is obvious, but it's amazing the way when we get burnt out, you wouldn't, like, it's unbelievable how the simple, logical fucking ideas we never execute. And it is a commitment, guys. See, that's the point, because here's where it fucks with you. Here's where it really fucks with you. All of a sudden you turn it off in week 1, right? You're starting to get used to this. You turn off your social media for a couple of hours and you start thinking, oh Jesus, what if... And it's amazing. It's like an addiction where you're thinking, oh no, actually, and all of a sudden you'll start thinking about people you need to message back. Oh, actually, God, I forgot to text John. I better get on to him. And you know what that is? If you really needed to text John, you would have done it already in your 9 to 9:15 because it would have been on your mind and it would have been actually something you needed to do. But what's going on here, and this is where the addiction is that you're only thinking of John because you're looking for an excuse to go back online because your addiction is in there. Do you see what I mean? It's like actually cigarettes. It's funny enough, it's unbelievable. Like, I've realized, and this is fucked up, I smoke, guys, and when I do cut down, I get to a stage where I'm actually creating these ridiculous, stressful thoughts because I want to go have a cigarette. So you see, I'll forgive myself. Oh, well look, I'm just really stressed out now. I need a cigarette. Let's go have a fag. But the thing is, I wasn't stressed. I created the stress. And if I create the stress, now I'm stressed. And now, oh, well look, it's okay. I can justify this. It's okay. I don't have to feel bad about it. I'll just go have a cigarette. It's the same thing with social media. I'm telling you guys, you wouldn't believe if you keep this organized, and what it does is it gives you control. It makes you feel you've got control over your life. Now, of course, there's going to be some time here and there where you're going to have to log on to social media. Something, or do something where you have to turn on the internet on your phone again because something's come up, which is you have to do it. Well, then you have to do it. And all I would say is that, guys, assign certain times during the day, even at the weekends. Assign certain times during the day, because believe you me, guys, as a content creator, you know what, I even hate that word. We're going to talk about that now in a second, actually. Fuck this shit. Content. No, do you know what's worse? Social media influencer. Like, the level of ego, who invented social media influencer? What fucking dickhead invented that? And people could say that to me. Oh, Peter is a social media influencer. I'm like, I'm not a social media influencer. Do you know why I think that? Because an influencer, that's like saying, I'm like Muhammad Ali, or I'm like Gandhi, I'm like some brilliant spokesperson from history where I've changed the world. I ain't changing shit. You know what I know? I know that, okay, I do try and bring value. I absolutely do try and bring value to my podcast and my social media posts. But you know what, guys? I'm under no illusion either. I'm very, very humble, because hopefully if you log onto one of my podcasts or social media, like today, you'll learn something or you'll get something out of it, right? That's what I'm hoping. And that's great. And that's all I want. And at the end of the day, once you've logged off, that may help you doing what you need to do, but you've moved on with something else. You're not thinking about me again. You're not going to bed at night going, God, wow, Peter's a wonderful dude. No, you're not. I'm very aware of that. You know, we've got a shelf life of about 5 seconds here. So this whole influencer bullshit, the level of ego behind that, please, show me the dickhead who came out with that, because it always comes down to one person. Somebody out there in the world said, we should call them influencers. And it just stuck with everybody else. So believe me, guys, I don't look at myself as a social fucking media influencer, okay? I'm very, very humble in this way. Content creator? Well, I suppose that's the neutral... Yeah, I guess that's the neutral way of saying it, I suppose. But that influencer thing drives me nuts. Anyway. Okay, you see what I mean, guys? I'm having a bitch here. I don't even know where my point was on that one. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, anyway. So guys, look, before we get into this sprucing up the sex life, I've just talked for 10 minutes. My God, about this. What's wrong with me? Fuck, man. Point is this, guys. If you are feeling that you're getting burnt out by your social media, you know, you're looking at it too much, and look, all I would say is, it might sound simple and obvious and logical, you know, well, duh, Peter, what I'm saying, but you'd be surprised how hard it is to actually execute that idea. And even the first week, it's going to be tough because you're used to being in a routine of checking it whenever you want. So give it a week, maybe 2 weeks. And believe you me, guys, you'll get used to it and make that your routine. And your life will be so much easier. Now, I need to fucking listen to my own advice here a little bit too as well, because I get a little bit sloppy, even though I do have a routine. I do. Normally I do 2 social media posts in the morning and a podcast. And that works for me. And if I get to a stage where if I don't do that, I'm fucked. Like, I'm fucked. So, depends on how hard you want to go with it, you know? I mean, some people, maybe you do an hour of social media in the morning. You do only 5 minutes. You know, you do 3 hours of social media. You know, you've got to work it out for you, right? So, like, where I worked it out for me is, right, okay, most important for me, 2 social media posts in the morning and 1 podcast before lunch. And as long as I do that, I'm a happy little pig. So, anyway. Okay, guys, shall we get to it? Yeah, I think we should. Let's get to the juice here. Now, we have a bit of fun with this one. Okay, rant over, lads. Sorry now if I've been bitching, moaning here. Fucking probably depressing the hell out of you, I'd say. Oh god, okay. Alright guys, so look. I've been checking out some Google documentaries. See? Fucked. I've been checking out some Google articles here, guys. News articles. See? News articles on Google. Fuck me. And there's quite a few that are actually interesting. And it's kind of like the social media post here where, you know, sorry guys, 1 second now. Just writing this shit down here. Marking this stuff. It's kind of like the social media posts where you might think this is logical, but these are the small little things that maybe we're overlooking sometimes. Because we're so desperate to look for their spice up the sex life, God knows. Now, this is a funny one, though. Now, this is a bit of a risky one, guys. Okay, this is a very risky one. Dear, I'll just call her Denise, I can't get enough of washing machine sex. What positions can we try? I'm fucking loving this. This gets better, by the way. This lady's married, and her husband and herself come home and have sex when the kids are in the house. The kids are in the house. Now look, let's just go to it because look guys, maybe if you can sneak away for a bit of a washing machine sex, maybe it could be a good one, right? Shit, man. Okay, so she's saying here, myself and my husband, she's 45. Oh, sorry, they're both 45. Love nothing more than going for a quick tumble in the utility room. We discovered this during lockdown when we were forced to experiment. It's the best place to get away from the kids, and once we turn the washing machine on, no one in the house can hear what we get up to. Forget sex toys, I love the vibration when I set the machine to spin and find the orgasms come hot and heavy when I sit on it. Honestly, I've done more washing in my life. I'm just wondering if there are positions we can try. We can't get enough of it. Can you imagine the kids? Hey, Mommy, where are you? Oh, honey, I'll be back in just a few moments. Me and Daddy are doing some washing. Geez, Mommy and Daddy really do a lot of washing, don't they? What do you think, John? Like, can you imagine this shit? Like, how old are the kids? I want to know how old are these kids. I mean, they're clearly not they're clearly not fucking 2. You couldn't leave a 2 or 3-year-old lying around the place, or even younger than that. Fuck, like, how old are they? That's what I want to know. But hey, guys, you know what? It's gonna put it into my head too. If I had a girlfriend, Jesus Christ, I've actually never done it on a washing machine. Makes you think, right? And it's good for the woman. Like, what does she say? She says, the best place to get it. Turn the washing machine on. No one in the house can hear to. Forget sex toys. I love the vibration when I set the machine to spin. Fuck me, this girl. She's out there. And find the orgasm's gone hot and heavy when I sit in it. Well, there you go, guys. Number 1 for you. Washing machine sex. I just hope the kids aren't knocking on the door, man. Excuse me. Now, as a man, I gotta say, like, I can imagine, okay, if the woman's sitting on the machine, okay, I don't want to go too graphic here, but if the woman is sitting on the machine and the guy is, you know, coming from the front, well, like, I don't see where how comfortable it's gonna be for the guy. I mean, the machine's gonna be fucking tumbling up and down the place here, dudes. What the fuck's going on? Come here. This sounds like a fucking nightmare for the man. Maybe it's good for the woman. And you know what? Hey, fuck it, man. If it fucking... Oh, God. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Okay. Oh, here's another one. Right. My boyfriend, who's 29, arrived home unexpectedly recently and caught me watching gay porn. Now he's convinced I have a lesbian fetish, which I don't. Huh? What the fuck? Does he like this? Okay, you see, ladies, it depends. Hang on a second now. Let me get my head around this one now. By the way, guys, I'm actually trying not to read this stuff beforehand because I actually don't want to prepare any of my reactions. I just want to go with the flow and see what happens. All I do normally is I look at an article, see the first 1 or 2 points, then I'll go for the fresh, raw, unedited reaction from me, or even if I'm caught out in the dark here, we'll see what happens. So, boyfriend comes home, catches the girl watching gay porn. Now he's convinced I have a lesbian fetish. Okay, I see the way they're differentiating gay and lesbian here, right? Now, I'm presuming if they're differentiating it here, if she's watching gay porn, she's watching 2 guys. Because again, if they just said gay and they mentioned gay and gay again, you'd be thinking, okay, well, fine, just assuming lesbians, right? But the fact that they're keeping them both separate in this conversation, like if my... Alright, I'm just trying to remember some of my ex-girlfriends here now. Like, I'm trying to put myself in the scenario where I came home or I call over to their house and I watch her watching gay porn. Huh. You know, I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I wouldn't like that. I'm not going to like that, man. My girl watching gay porn? Because I'd be thinking, what's next? Is she going to be getting me to fucking jump on a threesome with another dude? Is that, like, that's where my head is going with this one. Now, if it's lesbian stuff, well, obviously, look, no need to tell ladies on that one. All us men like the lesbian stuff, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. And here's the thing. If I am correct in the way they've differentiated the gay and lesbian here, and she was watching gay porn, where does the guy get lesbian fetish? Now he's convinced I have a lesbian fetish, which she doesn't. Now, okay, let's just go to the answer. Now, let's see. There's an answer to this, by the way, from the news article journalist. It's absolutely normal to enjoy lesbian porn if you were a straight woman. What? Hang on a second here now. It's absolutely normal to enjoy lesbian porn if you are a straight woman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this. I'm a straight man, and I have never in my life watched gay porn. Now, I was in a bar in LA one time, and it happened to be a gay bar, okay? And believe it or not, on a Friday night, they had gay porn on big screen TVs in this place. Now, I was looking at the screen for about a minute because I was in shock of going, hang on, am I seeing this right? Is this 2 dudes fucking getting it on? And I was actually watching because I went, hang on, how far are they going on this one? Oh my god, they're going the whole fucking way. This is not soft porn, this is fucking hardcore porn, dudes. Lads, what the fuck's going on here? Like, No. That's a... Who is this? Who wrote this? Hang on a second now. Alright, I'm not going to call it her name. I don't want to get in trouble, get sued, or anything. God forbid, just keep this fucking censored, Peter. Jesus. But this woman doesn't have a clue what she's talking about. It's absolutely normal for a straight woman to enjoy lesbian porn. That is the biggest load of fucking horseshit I've ever heard in my life. And alright, I can't speak for every woman out there, but I can tell you this, guys. I'm coming from a straight perspective. I ain't watching fucking straight porn. Now, I could understand, or gay porn. Now, I can understand if a woman will watch a bit of a porn to get her man turned on. Now, she's not really watching it. She's just like, oh, you know, okay. And she's probably watching the screen to see, oh, does John like that? Oh my God, Peter gets turned on when they do that position. And oh, geez, okay. And I can understand where a woman go, oh, so do you like that, Peter? Do you like that? Is that what you like now when two girls are with each other? And oh, see the way she's doing that now? Is that what you like? Like, sorry no, but no, I'm not recommending this bullshit. Absolutely normal for a straight woman to enjoy lesbian porn. Give me a fucking break. Jesus Christ. And you know what, this woman who wrote this article, she'd be one of those ones now who is a lesbian, and she'd be like, oh honey, no, who she fancies some straight woman, and she'd be like, oh no honey, it's okay, you can watch porn. And then she'd be saying, oh, do you know what, let's go back to my house for a couple of drinks. Oh, and hey, do you know what, it's absolutely normal for you to play with me, you know, it's okay, sexual wise. So it's totally normal. Yeah. Full of shit. Where do they get these people? Who are these people? Hasn't the boss of this... Like, this article, guys, is an established newspaper. Hasn't the boss, like one of the CEOs of shareholders, directors, actually... Like, one of them must have read this, right? Or the editor must have read this and go, here... Are you fucking with the people here? What's your mission here? What's your game? Are you actually serious? You're telling us this? This is a no-brainer. Man, some of these people, man, are maybe they're just looking for some headlines here. Or maybe they actually want to actually, simply enough, fucking manipulate you, huh? Jesus Christ. Okay. Here's another couple of ones. So, we've got, let's see now. What else do we have? We've got an interesting one here, guys. Touch yourself in front of your husband. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a major turn on for us men. 100%, no matter what you do. It is a huge turn on. I've been with girls that have done that in the past, and it's unbelievable, especially when you... Now, by the way, this is a different article. This person says, once you know what helps you orgasm, you can ask for that from your partner. Plus, demanding what you want can be really sexy. Very true. Masturbation is your best friend. It's the best way to create a pleasure roadmap that empowers you and helps your partner become a better lover. These vibrators for beginners can get you started. Now they're providing a link to some vibrators. You know, ladies, okay, this is for all the ladies out there, and I think the boys are going to be secretly thanking me for this one. Ladies, you start touching yourself around your man, major fucking turn on. Now, you start getting into it more and more and more, believe me, he's just going to be looking at you like he's invented fire, and the fire is just flamed up for the first time ever. He's going to be just like, oh my God. And maybe some of you ladies have done that out there, but maybe you've just forgotten to do this. You know? Maybe you've forgotten. Like, I didn't think of that now for a while, I have to admit. You know what I mean? So, okay, let's keep going. Couples vibrator? Well, yeah. Maybe, you see, I think the problem is sometimes, I think we can all get a bit lazy, and then all of a sudden, you know, because of that laziness, it's a vicious circle. You get lazy, then you have some sex. Then you're lazy with sex. Then all of a sudden, because you're now lazy with sex, you didn't enjoy the sex as much. And then what happens after that, if you didn't enjoy the sex as much, now you feel a bit down, right? Then if you feel a bit down, maybe, just maybe, you feel a bit detached from your partner. You know what I mean? I think these tiny little fucking things, guys and girls, can matter so much. Like even another one, the next one. This is so obvious, but yet I forgot about it too. Try a couple's vibrator. Why not? Adding a sex toy to the mix is kind of like adding a third party without the emotional attachment. Huh. From vibrating to pulsing to penetrating, sex expert and sex tech entrepreneur, I won't mention her name, says to research toys as if they were beauty products. Look for premium quality, body safe and even gender neutral toys. Oh Jesus. Is this one trying to manipulate too? Gender neutral toys? Gender neutral toys. Are we talking about beads up the ass here? Like, what are we on about here? Yeah, stay away from that gender neutral bullshit, lads, seriously. And okay, come here though. Come here. I do agree here though. Couples vibrator. Yeah, get it on with your chick, man. Get it on with your chick or your dude. If he likes it up the ass, well alright, fair enough. I don't like that. But you never know. Some dudes out there like that shit. Alright, let's go again. Brainstorm a list of fantasies. This is an interesting one. Create a bucket list of no stress, exciting ideas to try together. If you come up with something that both parties are into, put it on a maybe list and revisit it later. It's kind of like going back to work, but okay, I could see how this could work though. You know? Communication allows you to fantasize consensually so that you can focus on pleasure in the bedroom with no hesitation. You see, this isn't the worst, I have to admit now. Sounds like a bit of work, right? But you know what? Fuck it. If you're struggling in the sack, grab your pen and paper, man. Grab your pen and paper. Start writing shit down together. Why not? Why not? You know, your boyfriend or girlfriend or wife, husband might start laughing at you going, look at you writing this shit down. But why not? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And, you know, if they start laughing at you, they should shut their fucking mouth and just go along with it anyway for now. You know? Just see what happens. Be open to seeing what happens. Okay, so have fun together. This is the next one. Okay, I don't know where they're going with this one. Sometimes keeping passion alive in the bedroom has nothing to do with sex at all. Take a tennis lesson, try a new restaurant, go on a hike together. When you do fun activity that's not sexual with your partner, you'll pay attention to one another, which helps build desire. And that's a form of foreplay. You know, that's actually not a bad idea. You know, sometimes if you want to see the light, you got to go to the dark. If you want to see the dark, you got to go to the light. If you want to do something, you got to go to the opposite end of the spectrum sometimes. So she's saying, forget the sex. Just go out and play tennis together. Like, do something together. That's not a bad idea here, guys, honestly. It's not a bad idea. Even go for a fucking hike, a walk, you know? Like, I'd suggest maybe go into like a down by a beach or a hike where no one is around. You know? Sit down, relax, chill out, get some fresh air. Maybe you get horny on your little stroll. Or maybe all of a sudden all that fresh air and you get home, you're in a different mindset, then you get horny, you know what I mean? You never know, lads. That's not a bad one. Ooh, send a provocative text. This is the next one. Sexting is a fun, playful way to let your partner know they're on your mind. If you're not sure where to begin, Dr. So-and-so, an author, has an easy place to start. Just fill in the blanks. She says, I want you to blank my blank slowly while you blank your blank. This is your chance to get creative. Ooh, okay, now ladies, I'm trying to put myself in this mind frame. I want you to... Yeah, ladies, even if the stuff was getting a bit boring in the sack, I'd definitely be getting turned on if my girl just came out with that out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. You know? Like, whoa, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Yeah, I like that one. Bravo, journalist and Dr. So-and-so. I like that one. Next one, get a room. The messy chaos of everyday life is anything but a turn-on, but a tidy hotel room with a nicely made bed, a do not disturb sign, and room service? Now that's sexy. I often recommend a staycation for sex. It's not a bad old idea, isn't it? Get a hotel room. Get a B&B. Fuck it. Take the weekend off. Go for 2 nights. Go for the 1 if you have to. But why not? You know? Why not? I think it could help. Definitely help. Because you're still with the same person. And it gives you that little comparison of, oh, maybe it is just the house and our atmosphere. Because, you know, if you can get that in your head, that you have a great time away together, but then you come home and it's a bit, oh God. Well, that's good to know. I think that's very important to be self-aware of that. So then you can do something and improve the atmosphere, or improve not seeing the fucking neighbor Joe down the road every 5 fucking minutes, you know, because he's just such a pain in the ass and he's knocking on your door. You know what I mean? You can do things to get away from people. Okay, so let's try the next one. Okay, try watching porn together. Yeah, alright, well, we just kind of spoke about that one. Yeah, I gotta say, been there, done that. It's good. It really helps. Really helps for me, for the man. I can't speak for a woman, of course, on that one, really. I think the girls I was with in the past, yes. 1 or 2 of them thought it was cool. 1 or 2 of them, they were like, nah, not really. So that's a 50-50. Take away your senses. Blindfold your partner while they listen to sensual music with their earphones on. Not being able to see or hear heightens awareness and anticipation for sensations that are to come. It's the surprise and mystery that is exciting. Huh. Yeah. Well, blindfold can work. Can definitely work. Oils. Abso-fucking-lutely. It mentions coconut oil. Yeah, coconut oil is quite... There's feathers, melted wax, ice. Yeah, there's some good ideas there you could try, guys. Why not try it? Fuck it. And actually, here's what you could do. Wait until they come home and have all this shit ready to go. Whether you're the guy or girl here, it doesn't matter. Have all this shit ready to go. And then surprise them with this stuff. That would be a good one. Now, let me just see, guys. Is there any more? There's a lot of Google documentaries. It's that again. There's a lot of Google News articles here, like, you know, like, oh, there's another one here. We'll go through 1 or 2 more here. Flirt it up. Flirting is fun. You need to flirt with your partner. It's the best way to ignite the flame and tease your partner. Well, that's true. We get so used to each other that you forget to flirt almost, don't we? I like that. That's actually good, because that kind of brings you back to square one of how you met and, you know, your first initial attraction. What you got to do is you got to ignite the passion again here. So doing what you did from day one, that'll bring you right back to fucking square one, and you'll be feeling great. Yeah, I like that one, guys. I really do. Okay. So let me see. Oh, this is a good one. Now, the heading here is misleading. It says, have an affair with your partner. They don't mean that. Now wait, hear us out. Plan a date with each other and pretend like you were having an affair. You'll never realize how sexy it feels until you try it. Very true. Very true. Meet each other in a restaurant and seduce each other like 2 lusty lovers. It sounds kind of messed up, but this is a great way to learn how to spice things up in a bedroom. Yeah. Now, I've actually never done that one before, but that is quite interesting. You know, bit of fantasy role play here. You're acting. I like that one. You know, guys, I'm keeping track of a lot of these ones too. I've done some of these, but yeah, definitely. There's some good ones here, right? You know what? We're gonna leave it here right today. We've gone on for how long have we gone on for? We've gone on for 34 minutes. We'll definitely do another one again, no doubt about it. So believe me, part 2 will come again soon, guys. So look, I hope that helps to some degree. Even just for me there, I was practicing what I was preaching there, that sometimes it takes the small little things that we overlook, and because they're so small, that's why we do overlook them. I even just learned of 1 or 2 things there, or remembered things as well. I went, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Now, I don't have a girlfriend here, but it's amazing how this shit can go out of your head. Crazy stuff. Anyway, guys and girls, thanks for listening today. I will be back.
Peter.
Wow.
Wow.